Hey water signs, this one's for you. Gonna be doing an energy reading for this week. So if you're curious what might be going on, stick around. We're about to get into it. All right, so as I've told all the other signs, I am changing up yet again. Who knows, I'll probably change up like 6 more times. That's how I do. I don't know my next move. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm finding out when you guys are. So going with the flow. But yeah, filming 12 astrology readings and 1 collective reading in a row, a little too much for me. So, wow, we're getting the captain, taking command, teamwork. Okay, and dealing with water. So, pretty interesting that we got that for y'all. Let's read it and see what it means. All right. It may feel safer to attempt a task alone, but some things are easier with a little teamwork. Don't ignore the talents of those around you. You need the experience and diversity of others to accomplish your goal. Be the driving force that's needed to get things done, but make sure to acknowledge that make sure to acknowledge the value that each person brings to the table. So this is really saying, like, don't discount anybody and don't think that you can do this alone, because you cannot. Yeah, navigating the waters, you can't do that on your own. You can't man a boat by yourself unless it's like a small boat, you know, but I'm imagining like a huge ship, and you cannot do that by yourself. So let's see how this is manifesting for you, how this is showing up, and yeah, let's get into it. I'm gonna use the traditional tarot. Wow. Starting with the High Priestess, that is crazy. So really trusting your intuition, you know, that's the main thing you use to guide you through the seas. You know, you have your compass, yes, but you got your inner compass too. So, wow, yeah, you're learning a lot, figuring things out as you go, as you embark on this journey. Wow, and the Hierophant? Damn, this is strong. And when I'm seeing, like, because this card is sandwiched in between them, I'm feeling like a lot of your guidance is going to come from everything you've learned from the past. Anything that you've learned is going to show up, and you're going to be... Okay, how do I word that? What you're learning right now, I feel like you're going to be able to handle it really seamlessly and fast. Oh man, my nose is itching. Somebody's talking about me. Maybe it's because I'm talking about... What? Okay, so I see all 3 of those cards. The Moon card, which is directly related to the water. I'm not seeing it as illusions. I know sometimes that it means that, but I'm not seeing that here. The Star card, which is healing, water. Oh my God, you guys. And I'm a water sign. I'm a Cancer, so... And the Hangman. That's not water, but... Okay, let me look at this and really see... The way that you're navigating these waters, I feel like you're figuring out how to integrate everything that you've learned with your intuitive hits. And so you're like, there's this flow between the energies, like you're really understanding and getting a concrete inner compass. That compass thing is really coming back. I feel like there's a lot being worked on, and the star at the top is really coming through, because that's like a compass, right? So I feel like you are learning how to trust your inner guidance and know that because we have this connection to water, that we're meant to flow in a way that doesn't make sense to other people. So like me, like I don't even make sense to myself half the time. It's like I don't know the way I'm flowing, but I know based off my feelings, right? Especially since I'm a clairsentient medium, you know? So it's like you're trusting your feelings and your intuitive hits, and also bringing that awareness of life, that understanding of life and what you've been through and your experiences, and combining those to create a very, very good compass inside of you. So that's what I'm seeing. You're also healing a lot at this time and changing your perspective on maybe what's happened up until this point. Maybe at first when you were stepping on this path and embarking on this journey, you were really overwhelmed, but I feel like you're starting to get, like, you're understanding now exactly what you need to do. All right, I'm going to shut up for a second, and I'm going to pull the rest of the spread, and then, yeah, you're welcome to skip ahead. Give me 1 second. I was getting a call. You know what? I gotta call that person. Sorry about that. I had to take that call. I thought about it and I was like, yeah, actually. All right. Almost to the end here. Ooh. The devil showed up. Nice, nice. Wow. Cool. All right, so let's get into this. So yeah, I'm gonna leave off from there. So where we stopped was changing perspective. I feel like you're really changing perspective on everything after this healing journey that you went on, and you're starting to really see the opportunity in everything that you've created. It's like you don't need anything new right now. I feel like what you have, like you have all the resources you need to get you to your end goal, right? So yeah, you're really understanding like, oh, I don't need all these new things. It's like I have everything I need to get going on these projects. Maybe I've been stalling myself on accident, and yeah, maybe I haven't really been paying attention to what I have truly. Maybe I've been in a little bit of lack mindset and not really seeing the opportunity that's in front of me. But yeah, I feel like that's lifting now. You're seeing the opportunity, and yeah, your world is shifting and transforming into something different. You're going through a like rebirth right now. There's a new cycle beginning. There's one that just ended and now a new one has started. So yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, but yeah, you're going through a brand new beginning. They're not playing around, right? The Fool was next, and then the Chariot. So yeah, really saying like you stepped through that circle and then you are on the cliff ready to go. You've entered the new path and you're starting to walk it right now. And man, are there an abundance of opportunities waiting for you? A lot of opportunities for fulfillment, and maybe even some financial opportunities in there too. There's a lot of exciting things coming your way that'll help you. It'll help you feel it. It's like little things that will help you push you even further on your path to get you to the end. It's like there's a lot of exciting, helpful, like I'm imagining in a video game when you get like a new weapon or a new outfit, you know, it's like you're gonna get a lot of things along the way that will help you get there, you know. But first, before you truly left, we had to do a little bit of shadow work. I definitely felt that last week. I definitely encountered some of my own personal demons that I had to like sit down and have a coffee with and be like, what's up, girl? Why you back? What's going on? What we got to do? And yeah, I definitely had to transform that. But oh my God, was it not difficult or what? It was like, I had to get up and get moving, right? So yeah, I had to, and I mean you too, like there's a need to move through, if you haven't already, you know, move through this shadow side, knowing that, you know, your spirit team is with you and you have all the help that you need. If you need it, you just got to call on them. And I definitely did. I was like, God, I'm struggling. Please send a soldier to help me out, because I'm mentally, I was just like really doubting myself a lot, really struggling with, you know, not knowing what's next. And it's like I knew to just observe those and not get lost in it. But I was like, okay, how do I transform it though? You know, because that's always the answer at the end of the day. It's like, yes, I know that this is not me and I'm not attaching to these feelings of doubt, but how do I move them out of here? How do I, like, where's the shopping cart that I can put that in and roll it out, you know, or whatever. So yeah, but you went through the transformation, you know, you did it, you made it to the other side, and now you're feeling really content about your current path. You're feeling good about where you're going. You're understanding that you can't rush there, you know. She's not rushing. She's enjoying the journey. Yeah, I feel like that's kind of what needed to, like, devil needed to come in and maybe show you how you weren't enjoying the journey like you thought. Remember how I was talking about like lack mindset earlier? I feel like that might have been coming through a little bit of like thinking that you need something else or you need to be somewhere else, and you're good where you're at. And maybe an opportunity showed you that. Maybe an opportunity came in and showed you that you were happy where you're at, and maybe you had been feeling stagnant for some other reasons. My reasons were, you know, I think I equate work to worth work to worth. That was a struggle for me, and I didn't even realize that I felt that way. But I noticed, I was like, I have not let myself rest at all. It's like, I don't know, it's like I'm constantly having to do something. Like sitting still makes me feel so guilty sometimes, and it's really crazy. But anyways, it might show up in a few different ways for you guys. Let's go to the next deck and get some confirmational messages from the Good Tarot. But wow, yeah, you're learning to trust yourself. You're learning to ask for help when you need it. Wow. Dang, this is crazy already. The Chariot again and the Star card again. Oh my god, that's crazy. Okay, we're starting with 10 of Air, which is 10 of Swords in traditional tarot. Graceful endings and hopeful beginnings meet. Yeah, totally. A point of epiphany, an end to old ways of thinking. It's all up from here as I bless the ending, grateful for the lessons I have learned that can free me from the patterns that no longer serve me. I allow my circumstances to end with grace, as I know something better can appear at any time. I'm thankful that from now on, I can respond differently to any challenging situation. Yeah, you're growing, you're changing, and you know how to respond to things differently now because of your emotional growth. And I feel like that's why you've been on the seas. Like you've been kind of learning how to be the ocean, but also be the drop. Because that's been a message for me lately. Like a lot of water messages have been coming through for me lately. But like the fact that we're the ocean and one drop of the ocean at the same time, it's like just because the drop of water is separate from the ocean doesn't mean that they're not one. They're still the same thing. And humans are like that too. Like we're one with the earth. But it might seem separate, but we're not, you know? And it's like moving through life with that understanding. I feel like that's been something that's happening for me. But yeah, you're ending a cycle here and entering into another one. And I just realized we've got Hierophant as a confirmational message. So that's crazy. Along with Chariot and Star. Like, what? Those to be the confirmations is huge. Because they're all major arcana. Okay. Spiritual practice. When this card appears, it reminds me to be committed to a spiritual practice to ensure a conscious contact to my higher power. When I have daily practice of prayer and meditation steeped in gratitude and committed to being a co-creator, life works out in wondrous ways. Rituals are in my highest good at this time. Exchanging vows is also highlighted. So yeah, this is basically saying like life or steeped in gratitude and committed to being a co-creator. I feel like that's what I was really talking about with that water message is like, since you are the ocean, you can control it to a certain extent. Not control it, that's not what I meant. You know how to flow with it better, right? It's like you can move with it in harmony instead of fighting against the current, right? So that's what I'm feeling. And I feel like this spiritual connection has helped you with that. And the water signs are very spiritual beings. So this is making sense. I feel like I have been using my spirituality to help me navigate the matrix, you know? So maybe you resonate with that, but that's super strong for me. Sorry, I was gonna say 7 of something, but it's just a Chariot card. It's just reading the number. Everything I've worked for, including the obstacles I have faced and overcome, is now a part of this time of victory. Hell yeah. I have learned to see all aspects of my life as essential to my growth. Yes, I have fallen, but now I am risen again to live freely and truthfully, fearlessly and skillfully. Yeah, you gotta be fearless to be a freaking captain of a boat. Like, that's not easy to do. It's intimidating. It's scary. A lot of lives are in your hands, you know? It's a lot of pressure, but I feel like you're handling this pressure really well and seeing it as like an honor to have that pressure. Does that make sense? It's like you're relating to it a lot differently now. Wow, you're relating to your experience through life a lot differently. Dang, this is crazy. All right, Star, Spirit, Inspiration. I am hopeful and inspired by life right now, and everything that is happening points to a renewed sense of encouragement. Yes, after all the changes I have experienced, I'm starting to recognize the hope that comes with new beginnings. Exactly. You are on a path that's so new and fresh. That's why it feels weird. That's why everything feels uncertain and scary. And you notice that it's nighttime in this card. Like, and I'm wearing black. So I feel like the color that I'm wearing during the readings really really show what energy we're all kind of in, right? And choosing black, I was like, I didn't do it intentionally. I was just like, I feel like wearing this shirt, you know, how it feels on me and how it looks or whatever. But it's not, but the color is all about uncertainty. The color black, people think of it as like darkness and negative, but it's not like that. It's just unknown, and that freaks people out. So, you know, I feel like we're all just navigating the unknown right now because this is uncharted territories. We're in uncharted waters that we've never experienced. So it's weird, it's scary, it's intimidating, but you're gonna make it through just fine because you have this connection with yourself and your intuition, and you understand that you are the sea. Dang, this is awesome. I love this. Okay. Oh, wait. No, we have one more deck. So let's get some Moonology messages. Because I was like, dang, that's it. Expect powerful change. Exactly. We are going through a powerful transformation right now. And that is said with the Magician. Oh, my gosh. Meditate and contemplate. This is the second time that it said with the Hierophant, it said my date. Steeped in gratitude and prayer. My date. Fuck, now I gotta go fucking find it. What did I say? 5, okay. When I have a daily practice of prayer and meditation. Prayer and meditation. Steeped in gratitude and committed to be a co-creator, life works out in wondrous ways. So there's a need to meditate on your days, meditate on your life, continue to tap into that reflective energy so that you can stay connected and not lose sight of everything. Because you already can't see outside of you. You want to be able to have pretty clear connection within you, right? Communication is key. And I mean talking to spirit, talking to yourself, talking to God. That's the communication I'm talking about. We got one more. A new start is coming. Oh my God. They're really amplifying this. Intense. You're very close to achieving your goal. Oh my gosh. Ooh, doggy. And you notice like my nails are like really like water. Like that's... And the moon too. Oh my God, girl. Like... And girl is gender neutral. That's for all y'all. Like, what? This is crazy. So I hope you enjoyed this. Stay in the flow. Things are wild right now. But yeah, you're handling this really well. Trust yourself extra during this time. That's really what they're saying and confirming here. So trust yourself. Keep it light. Keep it up. Keep it true to you. Yeah, I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Okay. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. If you resonated, let me know how in the comments below. Give me a like or subscribe if you vibe with me. And yeah, I really appreciate you being here. And if you're interested in Patreon or a personal private reading, check out my description box below. I got all the details in there. And yeah, thanks so much for hanging with me. See you next week. Bye.